this week, I can't wait to tell you about our adventure with the family
To
restaurant
Miami.
and the fact that we almost died, Stephen.
You
It's
almost died again.
Stephen, I certainly died. I jumped universes, and I'm going to tell you why and how.
I did feel a shift, because I'm like,
It's crazy. I can't. Okay, I know we're like
yeah.
whatever front loading, but like let's get into the show. Like do the music thing. Hello, welcome to We Have Issues. I'm Anthony.
And I am Stevie Wildcard.
And every week, my best friend Steve Walker and I get together and we do our best to not die. Steven, we're trying
Ooh,
not to die in this
the
world.
bucket verse tries to claim another.
They keep trying to take us out, but I pull myself back in. Like I just take myself out of my grave every time into a new universe. Apparently, if you don't know what I'm talking about, that's fine. But you know the Mandela effect and all the things that happen and all like the various changes. I don't believe it either. But what I do believe is that I've had a lot of weird close calls in my life.
And something's happened each time. The
Yeah.
frequencies of my body are different now. I've
So this week, Stephen, okay, obviously every week we talk about, overcoming the various issues and obstacles and distractions that life throws our way while we're trying to make comic books. This week I went all the way to Miami to celebrate my 1 year anniversary with my fiance. We've been
Beautiful.
together. We met exactly 1 year ago, actually today we met. Um, Literally, the first words we said to each other were, I love you. We kissed. It was amazing. It was a great time. When we've been literally just wonderful ever since. Best. I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. I can't wait to celebrate with this woman. And we decided because we were watching a lot of like Hell's Kitchen and Kitchen Nightmares and like all these cooking shows. And
It's
we were like,
wrong.
so we were So we watched Steven. So we watched The Bear, and we were like, I want that food. We want that food. We want to go to a place where they cook the kind of food that makes us say, that's not enough food. This is way too expensive. There's no way this is going to be good. Oh my God, what is this food? Did you kill an angel? Where did you even find an angel? I can't afford this angel. Can I work in your kitchen? I guess I live here. Like that's what I wanted to say in my adventure of the food. So Steven, we went out to this place. It's the only two-star restaurant in Florida. It is all the way in Miami, and it was incredible, dude. I mean, like the portions were like teeny tiny, but there were a lot of them. It was the
Mhm.
kind of food that looked like you know when you look at food and you're like, I can figure out how this is made. No,
No,
like no, not
this
even a
thing was
little.
like made in a Kajiga or whatever that machine is called.
100%. Like this was food that could only be made by like a Dr. Seuss of cooking. You know what I mean? Like it was
So then you
thrown.
take you take your sausage and you push it through the gills of a trout. What? Where are you getting these tools, sir?
Where do you get
Is
these
that a
tools?
real trout? Is that just like, don't they have like a mechanical like trout tool that you can imitate that sausage
Nope, you
creation
need to
with?
do the
No.
real thing. He also has to be a father and protecting another. No, it's like
There-
what?
There's souls involved in this cooking.
They're really you can taste the blood, sweat, and tears in the most delicious way, Stephen. No, no, it really was just like a fantastic time. Like I was like unbelievable, Stephen. It was the kind of place where I can't even describe to you how cynical I was going into this. Like I was this was where my head was, right? I was like, I'm gonna have a good time because I'm with the love of my life. I'm gonna have a good time. I'm not gonna like we're doing this as a fun experience together. In my head, I'm like, I'm gonna walk out of here like New York pizza style, like, I knew what that was gonna be. It's fine. Steven, the bread alone was more delicious than anything I've ever tasted.
In
Like
your life.
I ate a piece of the bread and I was just like, I wish I could go back in time and scream at my parents. Like, I mean, do you not understand how flavor works? Because I thought I did. It was crazy. It was like, dude, phenomenal stuff. I ate, I think one of my favorite things I ate was actually, it was the sole. I ate a sole, Stephen. I ate a
Dover sole is a very good fish,
it
though.
was a Dover sole, but I ate the sole with it was a freaking scallop stuffed
Oh
zucchini
my
flower.
God.
Scallop stuffed zucchini flower with the sole and like the beautiful sauces that they made like to accompany it was like they were like it was incredible. It was amazing. Um
Dancing on the tongue of those flavor profiles as well. And I
it's
think one of the cool like best thing about like high fine dining and things
yeah,
like that we all have like season shakers and stuff like that in our homes. Like, like yeah, even when you watch barbecue instructionals and things like that, they always have these dry rubs and things like that. Like like fine dining like that is every ingredient that would be in those shakers is cooked and condensed and created to make the flavor profiles instead of just shaking some seasoning on something. And
Yeah.
it shows the math checks and
Checks.
it's
It checks out. Yeah, I mean, just everything about the experience was so great. Like our service was was just kind of like magical. Like I mean, you're paying for it essentially, but they make you feel special. Like they literally serve everything like simultaneously and very
mhm.
neatly. They clean everything like perfectly. They take your silverware every single
They
time,
give
which
yeah,
by
they
the
give
way,
you a
like
new fork and
yeah,
knife and
like they do not pay those dishwashers enough, whatever it may be. I mean, like I imagine they're back there like forging like the silverware. Like it's we never reuse anything. We build
we
we
must
don't.
melt it, smelt it, and
I imagine
dealt it.
this is what I think they do, Steven. I think they take the silverware, melt it down, make arrows, hunt the food that they're going to serve
So that way
us.
you can taste the essence of the animals that you're eating.
But it really is. It really was just like the best time. Afterwards, Steven. Afterward. Okay. Well, wait. Before, like I got ahead of myself. I do want to say this one little thing because it's very silly. Steven, we couldn't find the entrance to this restaurant. Like,
It's just like really cool like that or
okay,
something.
okay, Steven. You know how sometimes you go to a
To
restaurant or like,
speakeasy of some sort.
yeah, well, yes, it's like a speakeasy. Yes, exactly, dude. We literally went to a different restaurant and we were like, hey, do you know where this restaurant is? Steven,
They're like,
Steven,
we know we're not as good as them, so yeah, we do actually.
Steven. It's even crazier. They went, boop, 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 boop. What's your name? Boop, boop, boop. Let us take you to the actual entrance. And we were like, and not like, let me walk you around the building. But they walked us through their restaurant, up a spiral staircase, up into the restaurant.
What the hell? It's
Like,
like a test or something, and we're like,
I was like, how are we supposed to know? We figured this out, but like, how are we supposed to know that? There were no signs anywhere. Like, it was amazing. But it was so funny. However, Steven, so it was arduous going in, getting out of there, dude. So we're in Florida. It rains all the time. We all expect it. We know it's gonna happen, right? We're driving home. It's almost midnight already because we were there for a while. When we're in Miami, it's a pretty far. It's like a 2.5 hour drive. Depending on the
Mhm.
weather and traffic.
Or if you're in a Honda Accord with Spice Girls blaring with a subwoofer, it only takes an hour and a half. But
Dude, it's true. That's just math.
that's
Um,
just not.
Steven, we're driving. Pretty solid. Like, we're having a good time. We're talking. We're still talking about like how great the meal was and like, just the year we've had and going over everything. Just like, just how thankful we are for everything and just being together in this road trip. And it was a really nice moment, right? And it's raining on us and it's just kind of peaceful, We're like driving there. It's not like so bad that we can't see, but it's bad enough where it's like, oh, I'd like to drive faster, but I'm not gonna go crazy.
It's gonna be scary
Yeah,
if we
it's gonna
drive
be
too fast.
scary. Steven, as we're doing
Alligator Alley is no joke either. Like that's just
it's not. It's crazy. It's scary. And you don't want to mess up. You don't want to make mistakes because Steven, this is what happens if you do. A car drives by us and we're already going. I mean, we're going over the speed limit in the rain. They're driving way faster than we are. They drive past us. Steven, in the rain, this car loses control and spins out like this right in front of us.
oh
We're the
my
only
god.
cars. We're the only cars on the road. I mean, there are cars like a mile or two back. It's us and them right in front of us, about like 50 feet, like in front, like
Just
literally
spinning.
spinning in front of us, and they just went "Er," and went like, and I was like, "You're okay, you're okay, you're okay. Slow down. We're okay." Because my fiance is driving, and I'm literally talking her through it, and she did a great job, and she like softly slowed down, and they were perpendicular to the road. Thankfully, stayed on the wet road the entire time in their spins, Stephen.
Oh my god. They
How
didn't
magical!
because
Like,
that especially depending on where they were on Alligator
yeah,
Alley, just water, like
yep.
there's just like the
There's
the
so many things.
Everglades. Yeah, I mean it's just like the Everglades to your right,
Yeah. Exactly. That's exactly what it was. There were Everglades to our right and just like an abyss to the left. And they stayed on the road spinning like this, stopped perpendicular to the street. We slowly drove by, made sure they were okay, and we're like, okay, we have to go because our car's coming. They're starting to go. I mean, they must have been so shaken up. but everyone was okay, and they drove, and we were
And
all
did
fine.
did they
But
maintain the regular
I
speed
didn't
limit after that?
see, yeah, they were back there, like we
I
didn't
think that's like a yeah, that's like a I'm gonna
tumble.
reset how I view life moment.
Yeah, I mean, they definitely jumped realities because like
Yeah.
that near death experience, like that was terrifying. I mean, we were shaken. We were like, I get over that kind of stuff pretty quickly. I don't know why. I can't
Hmm.
explain. I'm just like, well, that
Yeah, my
happened.
brain's like, we gotta keep walking, bro.
We have
We
to
gotta
keep
keep
going.
moving.
That's
We
yeah.
can't stay back there. We
I
can't.
can't. It's not gonna help us. Yeah,
Living there is just gonna be unfortunate.
yeah.
Just keep
And like
moving on.
Carly,
You live. Let's go.
Carly was like, she was like very, she's like amazing, and she's like calming down, and she's just like, you were so calm and so sweet. And I was like, it's all I know what to do. I don't know what else to do.
Hmm.
I know what to do in this situation and as much as I can. And
The the best way I can describe how it happens in my brain is like something happens and it erases options and creates new options. And
yeah,
then I just have to take from the new options and follow
yeah,
that path.
it's
That's
it's
how my brain views everything. Like
me too. It's
even
like it's the if this happens, then this should happen, or if this happens, these are the options, and if this
yeah,
happens,
and this is the path I have to follow. It's like my brain just has to, follow that.
yeah,
Like
it's
even sad shit, like my sister passing, things like that. It's just what my brain does. It compartmentalizes and
yep.
pushes through. Just how it goes.
It's sometimes for the best, sometimes for the worst.
Yeah,
We
I'm
work
just like gray all the time. I'm like that planet in Futurama. Like
yeah, yeah. Steven. But thankfully we made it home okay. Everything was great. I was able to work on a lot of coloring this week. I got some stuff done.
that's awesome.
So I also finished all the stuff I was talking about last week. Do you remember I was telling you I had like those books and stuff to do?
Yes. So
I
you're caught up.
I was so proud of myself for getting through that because it was a good book, but it was a dense fantasy novel that was like freaking
Mm,
well over 100,000 words. It's
it's
a
a
thick
journey.
yeah, so dude, I got through that. I wrote my cover letter and everything back to them, and I was able to color. So I like got back to it. I'm back to it now, and I can like do stuff. So like,
That's awesome.
what'd you have going
So
on?
is it page 11? I finished page 11 and I'm basically done with page 12, so I have 2 pages left, I believe. And I talked to Chris. I told him that I'd be done this week. So
Okay, cool.
as long as you maintain the colors, we should have it done by like middle of next week
Oh yeah,
altogether.
for sure, dude.
And I'm excited because that means we can go back to Deathless. But Bloodlust is almost done, and I'm super excited to
The
finally be.
funniest thing about this now is that I'm working in there and I do all of the print setups for the books now. Like that's part of my job now. So I'm gonna end up doing this for Bloodlust. Like I'm literally gonna end up being the one who puts these pages
Get
together.
paid twice.
Like, yeah, pretty much. I mean,
Yeah, I mean that's fine.
it's exciting though. Like so my job's been going really well. Dude, last week I made a couple of like just dumb mistakes that were like really pissing me off. Because like
Mm,
so like I deal with comic book orders as they come in, and I have to like process all of the orders and like go and like find them all, right? I basically pull all of the comics that have been ordered and they have all sorts of books in there. They have adult books, they have like classic like DC, Marvel, all kinds of stuff in there. But a lot of the adult stuff, it's a game of variants where they're literally 10 of the same picture, except for one has underwear, one doesn't have underwear, one has a shirt, one doesn't have a shirt, one has this, one has that. Like it's just like there's so many different variants to keep track of that sometimes you'll look and you're like, oh yeah, that's definitely that, but it's not. It's two very similar pictures, but one has a very thin like thong strap and the other doesn't. And it's like so there's one in particular that like kept getting me for some reason. I kept putting the wrong book on there, and I was just like, why this one? And it's just so dumb. Like, dude,
because of the very subtle changes in the clothing. I know exactly what you're talking about
and it's just
because
like
of the
that.
different.
It's just
I
like,
know.
and it's so like I hate it. Like I get so down on myself where I'm just like, stop making dumb mistakes. Like, and like part of it is I'm trying to do it quickly. Like I want to be efficient, but then I end up sacrificing efficiency because
Because
I'm
you're yeah.
mess something up.
That's
I'm like, dang it. But thankfully, recent like the last couple days, like this week has been great. I've been doing great. Last week I did mostly great. I just made a couple of little mistakes that like I felt, and I was like, "Whoa, I don't want to mess this up. I'm messing this up."
you've always been your own worst critic, so
Yeah.
I'm sure you're keeping yourself very much in check. You're
Oh,
Chris is probably just like, what? Why you hate on
why does
yourself?
he hate himself so much? What is he doing? No,
I get it from my father.
oh my dude, I don't yeah. Actually, speaking of that, I will say something about this. Okay, Steven, the other day.
Oh God.
Steven, the other day at
Oh
work.
goodness.
Hang on. So Steven, I'm at work, right? And we've all had childhoods. We've
Hmm.
had child and I love my dad. I love my dad now. But like when I was a kid, I was very much afraid of my dad for a huge part of my childhood, like a huge part of my childhood. I was just scared of my dad. And my dad would like yell my name and I would have to run. Like I would just be like, I'm running, right? And I was like, shit, I don't want to get I like if he says it twice, he's gonna get mad, you know? So like I'd be like, what, you know? Um, so I'm at work and Chris, so
Oh god.
I don't know if it doesn't matter. Like I'm at work and my boss yells my name from the other room. And dude, I just
It was
disappeared
like
from my chair like an Anthony shaped like smoke just like a puff of smoke.
Trauma's a hell of a drug, I tell you what.
But like so like I ran and it didn't even occur to me. I was just like, yeah, that's just like how I respond when someone like yells my name. I'm like, shit, okay, gotta go, you know? And like so I was like, yeah, well, like what can I do? And he's like, oh, and he like told me it wasn't a big deal. It was just a little thing. I was like, okay. And when I went back, everyone else in the office was talking about like how quickly I like ran out of there. I was like, oh. And I didn't want to say like, well, you see my childhood. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to do
That's
that.
so funny. It's like, oh, now I gotta like dial it. I gotta dial down how efficient I am at getting to people because people think it's weird.
Weird. It's weird for me to move quickly. Okay. It's been a good month for me. Like with like random news, experiences, like family stuff, money stuff. Everything's coming up Millhouse. I'm
And that's
trying to
awesome.
stay
We're
positive about
about to get a paycheck for Bloodlust, and then we'll be able to jump back into Deathless and
Yep.
then
Dude,
finish Deathless ultimately, and then maybe I don't know, either movie or we move on to the seamstress or the
doing something awesome. That's
sorceress or whatever.
there is. I can't wait. I'm excited for all of
Yeah.
it. But anyway, Steven, so at the end of every episode, we just talk about like what we're gonna do this week. What are you working on? What do you see
I'm
your
gonna finish. I'm gonna finish the inks for Bloodlust this week. Like I said, I'm gonna. Usually, I try to take little like mental breaks on Wednesday and Thursday, midweek, and then plow back into it on weekends. But I think I'm just gonna work through and get it done, so that way
heck
we
yeah.
can be done with this, collect a nice paycheck for this, maybe go on vacation with Tina, and
Oh,
then
yes.
yeah, and then yeah, get back into Deathless. So that's my plan,
Heck yeah. We're going away to Orlando this
which is
weekend. So
awesome.
I'm gonna take my tablet on the road since I'm not driving, and I'll try to get as much coloring as I can
Yeah,
done.
just keep uploading your flats and I'll keep uploading pages too. And then if it comes to the point where you can't do something, but I have time, I'll just flat it.
Flat or
You know what I'm
whatever.
saying? It's not
Yeah.
a big
And then
deal.
all like lettering is no big deal. My plan for lettering is to literally finish it all next week. That's my plan. Like
Awesome.
so like Wednesday, I'll probably finish literally all of it, Wednesday and Thursday. But yeah, so this week I'm gonna do as much as I can on the road trip, but we are going away to Universal because it's the end of summer. But that's my plan. That's our plan. That's what we're doing. If you made it this far in the episode, know that we love you. Know that we're thankful for you. It's been a long, weird year. Steven, for some reason, I don't know if I brought this up to you. This last week's episode didn't do that well, but the week before, somehow did like over 200 views.
Was there anything clickbaity on it?
No,
Like title wise or anything? I
like
don't think
like
so.
monstery stuff, like basic, like very like standard us stuff.
You know, I start to think we just need to lean into fucking full cryptid.
I
Just go
like
all monster dongs.
You know what's funny? I had like a good pattern going for a while, and then I got like annoyed by the guy who was like, take turns talking, and I was like, ugh, fine, I won't do my speeches in the beginning anymore. And then it was like we did have a dip. And I was like, oh man,
Dude, don't let people just like, and
I was
honestly, I don't think people understand is that sometimes I'm just worn out because I work outside, so I don't have as much energy to keep up. And Anthony and I are both the same way. Where if we're excited about something, we're just gonna keep talking. And like sometimes, like if we're both on that same wavelength, it'll go like this. But like you can't always manufacture that, and otherwise it's fake. We're not fake. We've never been really fake on this show, so I mean,
yeah.
it is what it is.
Yeah.
So
But yeah, dude, I don't know what it is. I love that stuff though. I love all those stories. And I think that's part of it. I think like and I think that more than specifically the monster stuff, it's talking about things that we love that
mm.
that finds people somehow. I don't even know how that works because how does that make sense? If it's in the middle of a sandwich and you can't say if it's an empanada of deliciousness, how do they know before taking a bite? You know what I mean? Like how do they know
It's
to
like it
take a
just
bite?
exude. Is it like love produces a digital like essence? Like
it must. It's just like it spreads its arms. It like pokes people. I don't know. I have no idea how any of this works. But we're glad you're there. We're glad you're here. Thank you so much for joining us. Stephen, you want to say anything to people before we go?
Thank you so much for tuning in each and every week to hear us blather on about crazy things that aren't as crazy. I mean, let's be real. We're just two average dudes, but we appreciate each and every one of you. We appreciate your friendship, and we love you.
Absolutely. We are me and then Steven, who is an extraordinary, not average person, a wonderful, incredible, talented person, an average person, and a superhero Thor, Steven. That's who we are, and we're glad you join us every week. We really do appreciate you. Thank you. Just know that we're going to be here every week talking about our nonsense. Sometimes there will be monsters. Sometimes there will be comic books. There will always just be Steven and I doing our
We will
best.
always be here. Well, sometimes I won't be here, but Anthony will definitely always be here.
Always be here. One way or another. I find a way. But anyway, I'm Anthony,
And I am Stevie Wildcard.
and this has been We Have Issues. We'll see you next time.
Boom 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 bam 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 boom 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 boom.
Oh, oh my God.
It's
David,
topical enough to do.
yeah, it's perfect. It's perfect. Steven, the one thing our show doesn't get that I wish we did, more fan art. I want, but like if you're out there and you
Oh,
want
I would love fan
like,
art.
draw us as the South Park character. I don't want to have to do it. I'm tired. Like,
Tired, boss.
hi, boss. It's just draw Steven as Tom. What's his name? John Coffey. Draw Steven as John Coffey. Same skin tone and everything. Just overalls. Draw me as the mouse in his hand.